You know where?
Wow.
Somebody was saying something now. Yeah, isn't there's been so many trailers. Maybe this is a final trailer, but there's been like maybe 4 or 5 trailers up until this point. And why is that?
This part of their marketing strategy.
Definitely. You know, James Gunn came up from the MCU, and that's what the MCU does.
Yeah.
And what the MCU do also, they will hide. You think you know the movie? They will hide some things.
Yeah.
There are some things in the trailers that are not in the movie. There's some things that are there that they will hide, and then so I remember there was a time when Thor lost his eye, and in the movie he lost his eye, but that scene in the trailer he had his eye, but in the movie he wasn't with that because they knew that they would say so. The marketing and they're doing, and from what I see so far, it is going to be an excellent movie.
I think this is the first trailer where you really see Superman in combat. Others have been more about his reason, the theme of survival, the theme of that fight between, that struggle between humans and being an alien. But this is the first one where you see him fight with. I think there was a scene where a guy lost about how many?
I think with this one, a lot of people, I hear tickets are sold out right now.
Yeah, first showings.
Yes,
first showings, of course. Pre-sale tickets.
Pre-sale tickets are sold out already. But I know that a lot of people are definitely going to resonate with this because of, the human connection with it, right? And he's a good-looking guy. He's better than I think my voice Superman.
So you know the funny thing is, during the marketing,
Henry Cavill.
During the marketing, I'm telling you, no, during the marketing, there's a particular picture. This guy, if he goes older, is like a twin or a younger brother of Henry Cavill. They look so alike. It will show, there was a particular during the marketing where he was dressed up and you would think it was Henry Cavill.
And Henry Cavill would play a perfect Logan, like any time. Like
so it's almost like Henry Cavill looked perfect, but we're looking for a younger version of him to play, and then of course David Cornsweet is the one. That is it. All right. Well, we have Eddie Murphy and Kim Kardashian's. I say what now? We should stop. Eddie Murphy and Kim Kardashian's ex.
Kim Kardashian's ex. Pete Davidson. Pete Davidson.
They say he had BDE.
But it's interesting because Pete Davidson is actually quite a phenomenal actor.
Don't say ex. I thought you meant Kanye.
No Kanye, now.
Yeah, because it's going by now.
No, this one No, He's He's
Oh my Lord.
So it's not
that's my legend right there.
When I say Pete, when I say Kim Kardashian, it's Pete Davidson. Let's take a look at the trailer.
There's nothing like reconnecting with an ex.
For every comic or comedy movie or comic action where there are 2 major stars, there is always one person who plays the very foolish, star character, when the other person plays like the serious character. Now, if anyone had told me,
like Pinky and the Brain.
Yeah, exactly. Or like Men in Black or Rush Hour. Somebody has to be very stupid. Somebody has to be the smart one carrying the course. Now, if anybody had told me that it would be Eddie Murphy, that would be the serious
guy.
Because
it's older one.
Because it's older compared to if it's played with a younger person like Pete Davidson.
But I like
Eddie Murphy to me is. We have always known Eddie. You probably see him in a movie, especially when he's like changing like costumes and everything. He's always the hilarious young guy who is cracking all the.
Yeah, but now that he's aging, he needs to, that brand needs to represent.
So cool.
Sorry. Last
I'll
question.
Look for it.
If you had a movie with Eddie and Will Smith, who would play the crazy one? Who would play the stupid character?
Will Smith.
Will Smith play the stupid character?
Yeah.
Even Martin Lawrence is the stupid character in Bad Boys. It's not Will.
Okay, well, I will watch the Peacock because of it's an all-star cast. I'm looking forward to it. All right, let's check out this one. I've not seen the trailer. I just love the names in this one. Eddington. Let's check it out.
Wow.
So you know something? When I saw the names, I didn't watch it. I wanted to get a lot of times I like people just getting that first impression, let them see it. And because of the names, I just saw Pedro Pascal and I saw Joaquin Phoenix. I said, oh, it's all right. It's okay. I don't care what it is. Put it there. I told someone to check it out. And this is drama.
Yeah.
Nobody's kicking or beating somebody up. It's Western, old school American style, and this is where people show how good they are as actors.
Yes,
because
I was just going to say that.
They're not beating anybody. You're giving me emotions. You're giving me all of that.
Yeah.
Joaquin Phoenix, man.
Western movies always focus more on the dialogues and the expressions. So you are going to for sure, 9 over 10 story. You must get a very good story from here.
Story, you're
and
right.
then you would always have about 6 or 7 different lines you can pick from these films when you are done, because you're going to pour a lot of wisdom into the alliance, crazy delivery.
Yeah.
I am sure that this would be a classic.
And I'm glad
sure.
that after the flop of the Joker.
Oh, yeah,
this is
the
a good
Joker
comeback
2,
for
Fall Out Do.
Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah.
So.
Fall Out Do. All right.
I mean,
Okay.
not a flop in it, in if you look at it on its own, but if you look at it from
The
as a
second part
sequel,
was a flop, no worries.
Yes,
The second
it's a
part was not. The review was.
It flopped,
The
it
review
flopped, it
was.
flopped. No worry,
the
it
reviews were
flopped.
not good.
Hey, guys,
As a
flop, it
sequel,
flopped.
yes.
No worry, just-
The reviews were not good, man.
Okay, well, let's see here.
The man in
MM
my-
has a man in her basement.
Ooh.
Should we check out who the man is? Yep, William Dafoe is in this one. And it looks like a thriller. I wouldn't say horror, but I'll just say thriller. And because of it's William Dafoe, you know that the way that guy acts, you really think that he's crazy in real life.
Yeah,
You really think that, maybe this guy know the okay.
Trust me.
You know, it's called affective fallacy, and
Yeah.
the best actors have it. When they are so good at what they do, that you
that
just
you
can't
just
shake
check-
off that
yeah,
character from them. When
yeah.
you see her, I mean,
there was this.
I think it was also the same thing with what do you call it again?
affective fallacy.
Affective fallacy.
Yeah,
I think it's
affective
also the
fallacy.
same thing with the movie Straw, even though we will get to
Straw.
review
Okay,
it
check for that
next
next week.
Friday
Yeah.
with Tara J.P. Henson.
Wow, we
You
still
feel
find a
like
way to mention
she played
Straw.
it so well. You played it.
You know what I said? I said, if you don't want this straw, you be OG. This straw.
If you watch it, you'll be strawed.
Oh.
That's the final straw. That's the final
He's
straw.
more
Your
original
last
than what
straw.
you straw. That time, now Edgar go do that to review. Not be me. But yeah, guys, yeah, that's it. That's all that we have, of course, on our trailer rundown. Don't go anywhere. When we get back, our final guest, Shei Shodimo, is in the house.